kutabwakira se
bwakire
yego
yego
ubwawe
yego yego yego
In the middle of every difficulty lies an opportunity. He was born disabled, that his legs do not function at all. His wife lifts, washes, and dresses him up, since he would never manage to do anything without his beautiful wife. She refused to give up on her husband, despite the fact that her mother advises her to run away from this man. They live in a difficult life and situation. This woman has to do everything for the man. And though almost everything went wrong, this woman vows to never give up on her husband. Meet an odd couple with a love story that will make you cry. The measure of love is to love without measure. Love is not a temporary feeling or emotion. Emotions and feelings change almost every day. But true and unconditional love is everlasting, and it stays forever and ever. He was born with this disability. He was not even taken to the hospital at all in his childhood, because by the time that his parents remembered that the doctors would do something about his disability, it was too late. So he had to remain this way for the rest of his life. He is called Celestine. She is called Marie Rose. She says that when he proposed to her, it was quite unique because she lived far away from this place. And here is where Celestine was born, with this disability that could not allow him to move or go anywhere. So he sent a messenger on his behalf. Marie Rose says that the messenger that was sent by Celestine came to her, and he said that he could find her a husband. She felt like it was the right time for her to get married because she was about 30 years old. So she came here to see who her husband was, and she found this one. They got along quite well, and she was convinced that he was the right partner for her. From then, it's when they started living together. He sent a messenger to find him a lover who brought Marie Rose, and according to him, it is where their relationship started. When he told Marie Rose that he loved her, she said yes, and that's how they lived, and now they have spent over 60 years living together.
Afrimax TV.
Due to his disability, the old man cannot make any movement, and he needs people to lift him up almost every time. And it is his wife who lifts him and takes him where he is going. And since he was born, he said that he has not gone anywhere far from this house because he cannot.
Afrimax TV.
Afrimax TV. Afrimax TV.
Katkumve mzee wenye.
Afrimax TV. Afrimax.
Though she had vowed to never give up on her husband no matter what, they were going through difficult and terrible times. And she says that if her husband has little money, they share it. And if she has little money too, they do the same. And when both of them do not have money, they just drink water, sleep, and call it a day. And they keep having a feeling that everything is going to be okay.
wanjye ndakwishimiye ndagukunda.
Her mother asked her whether Marie Rose would be able to manage her responsibilities in her home, whether she would be able to stand for her family in cases of insecurity. And she told her that her husband was worthless and he won't help her in anything. So she advised her to go away and leave this lame man alone. Though he is disabled, he tries to help his wife in different activities like digging, cooking, washing clothes, and collecting some firewood. And she says this is one of the things that always keep making her happy.
no kwasura uko ntiyabishobora nuko rero ndavuga ni njyewe nzabyikorera ubu ni njyewe ubyikorera no guhinga ni njyewe.
They live in a small house of only one room. They cook from inside the living room because it is the only place that they could ever afford, and that's where they eat from. They have only one plate and one saucepan as well. It is very difficult for Marie Rose to get a very good job because she keeps washing for people clothes and digging for them in their farms. And when they pay her, they just give her food for her and her husband to feed on. But this is not also constant because she does not work every day. And this is why sometimes they have to drink water and sleep because they cannot afford food. They couldn't afford daily meals, neither could they afford clothes or any other basic needs they needed, which made their life even more miserable each and every day. They are living in a very poor life that included sleeping on the ground, having a single plate and saucepan, and Celestine's wish was always to have a cow in order for him to start rearing because he believed that it would help him take a very big step in his life. And this is when they were visited by Afrimax TV that covered their story and told it to the world. They said that this was a life-changing moment because the moment that their story was published, a lot of good Samaritans keep calling, coming around, giving them food to eat, a mattress to sleep on, since they have never owned one, cooking dishes, plates, and a lot more. They were so happy at this moment, and it was the second time that Afrimax had visited them to check on how the couple was doing after their first story had been aired worldwide. Well, they had been given some things that they had requested for: a cow, a few goats to rear, and other house equipments, and Afrimax gave them some money to keep pushing life until it got a lot better. It was a lot of excitement for this family since they had got most of the things that they had always been wishing for, such as food like rice, which Marie Rose says that she had never eaten before in her entire life because she had never owned money to buy it, which made them so thankful because their life had started changing. This is Celeste's nephew. He is called Emmanuel. He is the one that takes care of the domestic animals and the couple sometimes. And he says that what they were going to use the money for was to build a kraal for the animals to live in. When the people worldwide saw this story, they decided to donate some money to this family via GoFundMe, a link that is always pinned by Afrimax English on the topmost comment of every story, so as to give them a better life. Afrimax visited this family for the third time, and this is when the funds that had been donated by people were handed to them, and it was so obvious that at this point their life had totally changed from what it was like before. They now have a mattress, cattle, food in the house, and a lot of money too. And since they have food now, they do not have to go and dig for other people under very heavy sunlight so that they can get what to eat. They wear clean clothes now because they are able to afford them. Encourage, lift, and strengthen one another, for the positive energy spread to one will be felt by us all, for we are connected, one and all. Look up and not down. Look forward and not back. Look out and not in, and then lend a hand. Thank you for watching Afrimax English. This is Prince. Do not forget to subscribe.